Jesus. Jesus kebab.
That's not the reason whatsoever. That's not my excuse whatsoever. I've been on your diet since I left.
Despite the massive compromise that wasn't done yet, just continue to tear into her to an absolutely awful attitude.
Right, is that you have to do something about it. You have to do it. And you can decide if you want to do that now. Because I'm giving you one more week to come back down so I can see if you make progress or not. But if you're going to keep making excuses and trying to avoid me, then I don't need to waste my time. And this is not going to work with you.
You said you want me to come in a week. So when I come in a week and you see that I have lost 120 pounds, and you'll see that I am serious and I have been serious, I am not like others. I'm not coming because I'm not losing weight. So I hope that you see I'm not lying when I get there.
Now you're claiming you lost 120 pounds since outside. Last month it was 70 pounds. So you're saying you lost 150 pounds since then?
Yes, sir.
And how come you don't look like it and you're still an oxygen?
I don't know, sir, but I have been following my diet and I'm going to wait.
You're more delusional than I thought. If you still think you can manipulate. When it comes to this profile, you're not flesh and lying to me about your weight. You said I hate me to tell you what you want. If you want to do this and save your life, come back out here and show you when the weight is out.
Dr. Now telling Angela she isn't special should be the perfect way to call that she wants to get in shape or get kicked off the program. But unfortunately, she did this. They're not long after her episode aired, Angela died due to an obesity-related illness. And although Angela didn't lose the weight in time, Aaron did. But it wasn't about a kick up the arse from Dr. Now. Aaron featured in season 7 of the show, living in Texas, and is just 30 years old at the time of this episode. Without sounding too hard, he lives an absolutely miserable existence, with the longest walk of the day leading to his bathroom.
That trip makes me a little bit more because it means I have to face my life for another day. Life is pure torture because I'm in all my weight going down on my body.
From this episode, he does not a kind-hearted man with his intention to wash himself because he wants to keep what shred of dignity he has left. Aaron is a caregiver with his very elderly father, who is a Vietnam War veteran, but its individuals are reversed sometimes because Aaron can't do basic things like go to the supermarket for his dad, instead just driving his dad there and doing the shopping for him.
I don't feel thankful about it. I just keep my mouth shut because I don't want him to get mad at me. Hi, how you doing?
Unfortunately, his dad is an individual, but it's an impossible situation. His dad is really old and sick himself, and the last thing he wants to do is argue with his son about food. Thankfully, it will be his dad who Aaron argues about food with Dr. Now agreeing to help with Aaron's weight loss. Despite Aaron living in Texas, he's still almost 3-hour drive away from the doctor, but thankfully his sister agrees to take it, but not without a quick stop along the way. When he gets to the office, his weight is revealed to be 718 pounds, which is just absolutely mind-blowing, considering how young and how mobile he is.
30 years old, and you went 718 pounds. That's extremely high. So, what's going on?
Honestly, I don't know excuse.
Well, you have to ask your questions. You ask me what's going on.
I have a lot of emotional eating issues.
Okay.
It all started when I was in school. So, being picked on and bullied because of my size. And I would always go to food for comfort and just progress from there.
That doesn't make any sense. If you were picked on in school for your size, then you were already overweight. So how can you blame that for your overeating?
Well, it would help me with just anything emotional that would happen to me in my life. Any deaths, like my grandmother died, and my mother dying, I would end up eating and causing myself to eat more.
So it sounds like any excuse you could find, you would use it to justify your overeating situation. When did you notice your weight was a problem?
I didn't really notice it until in middle school, where I couldn't sit in regular desk chairs.
And you decided to just keep eating?
Yes.
All right.
Dr. Now's already been pretty harsh with him, asking him why he continued to overeat if he couldn't fit into the chairs at school. But Dr. Now still takes Aaron as a patient, with the large goal of losing 120 pounds over 2 months. But as Aaron gets home, disaster happens, as his dad suffers a major heart attack. The worst part is, because Aaron is so big, he can't even go to the hospital with his dad, who might not make it. Honestly, it should be a major wake-up call to change your life around. The idea that you can't stick to him being with his father who might die, all because you can't stop eating should be the one major catalyst in changing your life. Thankfully, Aaron's dad does survive the heart attack. And understandably, this delays Aaron's follow-up with Dr. Now. And instead of being weighed at the 2-month mark, it isn't until the 3 months into the program that he gets weighed. When he finally steps onto the scales though, the amount of weight he's lost in that time is unbelievable.
The last time I was here, I was 718. That was 3 months ago. Because I had to take an extra month with everything that happened with my dad. So if I made it to my goal today, it'll mean I'm at least below 598. That number is extremely disappointing to see. It's a loss, but not nearly what I thought it would be.
I think disappointment is a bit of an understatement, and Dr. Now agrees as he shuts down Aaron's pure excuses.
Last time you say you were 780, and you were supposed to lose 120 pounds in 2 months.
Yes, sir.
It's been 3 months, but today you're 696. You only lost 22 pounds in 3 months.
I'm struggling a little bit with what happened to my father. It's hard for me to deal with. And once he was recovering, I mean,